imperative for both fighters to keep those hands high. Both wearing black. Berbick with there's a big right hand by Tyson. Down twice. There's another big shot by Tyson. Berbick in a heap of trouble. Down he goes. Real tight. Right hand, Tyson, and a left behind it.
November 22nd, 1986. The boxing world wasn't waiting for a championship fight. It was waiting for a collision. In one corner stood Trevor Berbick, the heavyweight champion of the world. A tough veteran who had survived wars inside the ring and shared the canvas with some of boxing's biggest names. In the other corner stood a 20-year-old challenger from Brooklyn. A kid, at least that's what people called him. But there was nothing ordinary about Mike Tyson. By the time he arrived at this moment, Tyson had already become the most feared young fighter in boxing. Opponents weren't just losing to him. They were being overwhelmed, broken, and knocked unconscious. Every fight felt less like a contest and more like a warning. Years earlier, legendary trainer Cus D'Amato had predicted this exact moment. He believed Tyson would become the youngest heavyweight champion in history. Most people thought it was impossible. On this night, Tyson was about to prove that it wasn't. As the fighters made their way to the ring, the atmosphere felt different. The crowd wasn't asking who would win. They were asking how long the champion could survive. When the bell rang, Tyson exploded from his corner like he had been fired from a cannon. There was no feeling out process, no patience, no hesitation. Tyson immediately began cutting off the ring, slipping punches, and moving his head from side to side. Berbick tried to establish his jab, but Tyson was already inside. Every second the champion found himself under pressure. Tyson wasn't chasing him, he was hunting him. The challenger kept firing hooks to the body, forcing Berbick backward. Every punch seemed to carry bad intentions. The crowd could feel it. Berbick could feel it. By the middle of the first round, the champion was already realizing something dangerous. Tyson was faster than expected, much faster. Every time Berbick threw a punch, Tyson was already moving. Every time Tyson attacked, the shots came in combinations. Left hook, right hand, body shot, uppercut. There was no pause, no relief. The first round ended, but Tyson looked fresh, calm, focused. Berbick looked like a man trying to solve a problem that had no answer.
Well, what is I feel is imperative for both fighters to keep those hands high. Both wearing black. Berbick with the high black stockings. Left hook, Tyson. What's Berbick's trying to do? He's trying to overpower Mike Tyson. And he's abandoning doing what he normally does best, and that is to use his whole body, to use those broad shoulders. That was a big right hand by Tyson. This crowd is right into this fight, right at the bell. I would not be surprised when these guys go down because they're throwing big shots and both fighters are a little cold, a little stiff here. Real tight. Right hand, Tyson, and a left behind it. Berbick, as he told us he would, trying to go to the uppercut, so far ineffectively. Big right hand, Tyson. Tyson has to be patient, as Larry stated, because he's fighting a guy that's been in the ring with top caliber fighters. So he knows how to get a breathing, get that second wind going. Another big left hook by Tyson. I mentioned this earlier, but Tyson's punches even sound different than most heavyweights. That was the attempt of the uppercut by Mike Tyson. It wasn't a clean shot. Trevor appears to be trying to keep Tyson backing up, making him fight his fight. Another good left hand by Tyson, and a right behind it, and Berbick is rocked. Berbick in trouble here. Berbick just trying to get through the round. He's hurt, no question. That was a big, big round for Mike Tyson. Not only because he showed he had faster hands and beat Berbick to the punch, but because he did show the patient aggressiveness that we talked about earlier.
Then came the second round, and everything changed. Tyson walked forward with even more confidence. The champion tried to stand his ground, but Tyson's pressure was relentless. He slipped inside another jab and hammered Berbick's body with vicious hooks. Each punch seemed to drain a little more energy, a little more confidence, a little more hope. The champion began clinching whenever he had the chance. Not because he wanted to, because he needed to. Tyson was closing the distance too quickly. The pace was too much. The pressure was too much. Then Tyson landed one of the cleanest combinations of the fight. Berbick stumbled backward. The crowd erupted. For the first time all night, the champion looked hurt. Tyson saw it immediately. Predators always do. Instead of slowing down, he accelerated. Punches started flying from every angle. Berbick tried to fire back, but Tyson was already gone before the counters arrived. The challenger was fighting with complete confidence now. He knew the moment was coming, and so did everyone watching. Then it happened. Tyson stepped in and unleashed another brutal combination. A crushing left hook connected. A right hand followed. Berbick's legs betrayed him. The heavyweight champion crashed to the canvas. The arena exploded, but somehow Berbick got back up. He was hurt, shaken, but still standing, at least for the moment. Tyson marched forward again. No emotion, no celebration, just business. The challenger attacked with another combination, and this time the damage was impossible to hide. Berbick fell again. He tried to stand. His legs gave out. He stumbled sideways, tried again, and fell once more. The crowd couldn't believe what they were seeing. Neither could the commentators. It looked like his body no longer knew how to obey his commands. He got up, fell down, got up again, and fell again. The moment would become one of the most famous scenes in boxing history. The legendary Berbick dance. The referee had seen enough. The fight was over. Mike Tyson had done it.
Everything that people could have hoped for in that round. Trevor Berbick, we should point out, has been down twice. There's another big shot by Tyson. Berbick in a heap of trouble. Down he goes. The punches are coming in such a succession that Berbick can't deal with them. They're short, powerful, devastating punches. Berbick is still hurt. Trevor Berbick still seems to be not on solid legs at all here, Ray. Well, again, you notice that my man is being patient. Tyson's being very, very patient, which was a big concern from a lot of other boxing people. He's being patient against a guy that has a great deal of experience. He's not wasting any punches. Trying to tie Mike Tyson up here, just kind of hang on and get the cobwebs out. Oh, another big right hand, and Berbick is in trouble again. Tyson is perpetual motion, and the reason he's so dangerous, bro, because he continues to throw those punches. One thing I've noticed in Tyson, he actually turns southpaw because he can knock you out with either hand. He has good leverage because he keeps his balance. He missed with that uppercut, but didn't miss by much. That was a right to the body and an uppercut to the head, and Berbick is down. This one is going to be over, I believe. It's over. That's all, and we have a new era in boxing.
Mike Tyson fought as perfect a fight as a man.
At just 20 years old, he became the youngest heavyweight champion the sport had ever seen, a record that still stands today. The crowd roared as Tyson celebrated. Cameras rushed into the ring. Reporters fought for position. A new king had arrived. But this victory was about more than a championship belt. It was the beginning of an era. An era of fear. An era of knockouts. An era where every heavyweight on the planet would have to answer one question. What happens when Mike Tyson is standing across the ring from you? For Trevor Berbick, the answer came quickly. For the rest of boxing, it would take years. Because on that night in 1986, the heavyweight division didn't just crown a new champion. It unleashed a force that would change boxing forever. The world came to see a title fight. What it got was the birth of a legend,